Shalom Israel. Before I start, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Karkadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles in Israel who rule and teach well, to the Akims of the Ives and byways pushing this word in truth and sincerity, to the brothers and sisters in the truth. Now, there's two videos I want to play. The first one goes back to March the 24th of this year, and the second one I want to play is July the 14th, so just a few days ago. Now, when it comes to Esau, a lot of our people put their trust in his knowledge, that he spews out, not realizing that it's a trap that Esau is putting out there. He has his own plans, which is to bring in that one world order, to bring in the mark of the beast. But at the end of the day, none of that is going to succeed, and what we have to do is stop putting our trust in Esau and put our trust in the Most High, because at the end of the day, we have the blueprint at our disposal, which is in the scriptures. It lets us know the end that is coming to Esau. But with all of that said, our people still trust in Esau and in his wisdom. Now this is Sirach chapter 19 verse 22. It says, "The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence." And this is what our people are doing. They're putting their trust in the knowledge of wickedness, and they're going to the counsel of sinners for, they're going to counsel, they're going to sinners to counsel. That don't really make much sense. It says the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Our people look up to Esau for wisdom, not realizing that everything that he does is for your demise. Now, like I said, I got two videos that I want to play. So this is just before the lockdown, or around lockdown time, and this is the information given.
The UK is on a 3-week lockdown until Easter Monday at the earliest to try and stop the spread of the coronavirus. So what can and can't you do? Well, now people will only be allowed to leave their house for these 4 reasons. These are shopping for basic necessities, one form of exercise a day like running, walking or cycling. This can be done alone or with members of your household. Anything relating to medical needs or to provide care for someone. And travelling to work if your work can't be done from home.
So during the lockdown, what we were told is that we should really stay at home. Should only go out for certain reason, what this lady just mentioned. But failing that, really, you're meant to stay at home. So that was the information that was given. Now, that was, like I said, March the 24th, around 4 months ago. Now, this video here is 3 days ago. And let's see the information that's being given out now. Remember, we were told we had to stay at home, only go out for certain means. Now this is the information being given out now.
Scientists have warned that in a worst-case scenario, a second wave of coronavirus cases in the UK could result in around 120,000 more deaths. The report says the virus can survive longer in colder conditions and is more likely to spread when people spend more time indoors.
Did you hear that? I'm going to drop that back. Listen to when they said the virus is more likely to spread.
It is more likely to spread when people spend more time indoors.
I'm going to play that back one more time.
The conditions and is more likely to spread when people spend more time indoors.
So now you're being told that this virus is more likely to spread when you spend more time at home. But originally we were told to stay at home, only go out for essential needs, or if you have to go to work. And this is why I started off with the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, because this is what Esau tends to push. A lot of wickedness, and our people don't really realize that. They fall for it, as they say, hook, line and sinker. Now this is Job chapter 5 verse 12. It says, "He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise." And this is the overall end at the end of the day. With all the plans that Esau is putting together, the Most High is going to disappoint those plans. The ditch that is digging for others to fall into, he's going to be the one that's going to fall into it. And sad to say, some of our people are going to fall into that ditch as well with Esau, because they like to take on the knowledge and wisdom that Esau pushes. It says, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. And that goes back to what we read here. Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence, but our people like to take counsel from Esau instead of taking counsel from the Most High. Yeah? But everything that Esau does is going to come to a naught. And this is what we have to realize. Those of us that don't want to accept that is going to fall into the same trap that Esau is putting himself into. Now this is Job chapter 15 verse 5. It says, for thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty. Now when you look at this word here, crafty, yeah, it says thy tongue uttereth thine own crafty.
Strong's H, 6175. Arum. Second entry, Arum.
Yeah, so
Arum.
one is arum. It says subtle, shrewd, crafty, sly, and obviously not sensible. Then when we come down here, it says arum. Yeah, cunning, usually in a bad sense. Crafty, prudent, subtle. Yeah, and that's Esau altogether. Now everything that they do is cunning, subtle, and sly. First you're being told to stay at home, only go out if you need to go out. And now they're saying in this that more people could be infected. Let me drop this back again. Yeah.
And 120,000 more deaths. The report says the virus can survive longer in colder conditions and is more likely to spread when people spend more time indoors.
Now, why is it more likely to spread if you're indoors? You would assume locking yourself away from everyone else would kill off this virus, because you're not able to infect no one else. But now you're being told it's more likely to spread when you spend more time at home. Esau cannot be trusted. This is Sirach chapter 34, verse 1. It says, the hopes of a man void of understanding are vain. Yeah, a lot of our people are void of understanding, yeah, and they put their hopes in Esau. It says, the hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false, and dreams lift up fools. Verse 4, of an unclean thing what can be cleansed? And from that thing which is false, what truth can come? And this is what we have to realize. The Most High is the one who created everyone upon this earth. And he knows what he created. Yeah? He created vessels to honor and vessels to dishonor. And, unbeknownst to some of our people, Esau is a vessel to dishonor. Yeah? And those of our people that follow his wiles, his knowledge and his wisdom is going to be destroyed with Esau. Psalms 119 verse 155, it says, salvation is far from the wicked, for they seek not thy statutes. Now Esau has the statutes of the Lord at their disposal, but do they abide by them? No. Yeah. Actually, the Bible says, but unto the wicked what hast thou to take my statutes in thy mouth, seeing that thou atest instructions, roughly paraphrasing. So even though Esau has the statutes of the Lord at his disposal, he hateth instructions. And a lot of our people hate instructions as well. The scriptures tell us to trust in the Lord with all our heart and lean not on our own understanding, but instead we trust in Esau and his wisdom. And because of that, a lot of our people are going to perish with Esau. Now, Proverbs 14 and 15 says, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. And this is where a lot of our people fit. When you read Proverbs 1:22, it says, how long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity? This is what you have to ask yourself. How long will you love simplicity? And fools hate knowledge. The knowledge that the Most High, the scriptures lets us know that his wisdom is infinite. But yet still we want to draw onto Esau's wisdom and reject the wisdom of the Most High. This is why our people are simple, because you're choosing mash-up crackers over crisp biscuit. That's the long and short of it, really. The wisdom that Esau is give you is no wisdom at the end of the day. All it's going to do is lead you to death and destruction. But this is what our people want to chase after and put their trust in. Now, Ecclesiastes 7:13, it says, "Consider the work of the Most High, for who can make that straight which he has made crooked?" Yeah? The Most High made Esau the way he is, yeah, which is crooked. So for us to follow his wisdom, which is no wisdom at the end of the day, we're just going to fall in the same pit as Esau. Like I said, they told us to stay at home, yeah, to try and stop this. It says, "Do not travel unless it is essential." This is to stop the spread of the coronavirus and save lives. Now, where were you meant to stay? You're meant to stay at home. But now you're being told, during the winter time, the virus might spread more whilst you're at home. Like, this is the same virus. It's not a different virus, unless they're putting something different out there. But to my knowledge, this is the same COVID-19. So why is it at one point, it's safe for you to stay at home to stop the spread, and now it's more likely to spread if you're at home? That's because Sirach 19:22, "The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence." Yeah, so if we're going to continue to take counsel from sinners, what can I say? Be my guest. You've been warned. With that, I'm going to close out. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Wahara Kakadash, Kwam Yasharallah.